Despite everything I suffered on this day, it was a huge mistake which I have learned from. My plants have been trying to outgrow their spaces, so I decided to transplant them. My bell peppers, my normal ordinary pepper, habanero, or I can't remember the species of pepper that I have there, and this is another bell pepper, and this is my okra. So I had to get this pack of bags, and that is what I wanted to use to transplant them so they would have better space to grow. Unknown to me that I was about to make a very great mistake that will cost me weeks of struggle trying to grow my plants, but I have actually learned the hard way, and I won't make this mistake again. One thing I have come to realize in farming ever since I started my new hobby here as a small gardener, I've learned how plants grow, how to feed them, how to walk around different plants. What I did to this my pepper plants, I've done it to my young tomato seedlings, and they are strong. So that has told me how these plants work. They are all different in different ways. They are not the same. Tomato is a strong plant. I think okra too. You don't need to do so much to take care of them. They grow on their own as long as the seed is viable and healthy. They will grow. I've transplanted my tomato over 2 or 3 times now, but they are still looking good and growing fine. But this is the young pepper seedlings, which I felt were kind of clustered because I just poured the seeds there. I didn't know they would grow. So luckily for me, they grew, but I feel they are kind of clustered, and that is me trying to separate them. But this was the greatest mistake I did. But if I didn't separate them, what would I have done? I needed to separate them so they could grow on their own. I separated them and, placed them separately in those bags. Those bags, I got them about 50 pieces. I can't remember the price, but I got about 50 pieces of it with hope that it will be enough to help my peppers grow. And I got those bags of soil, which I used to like transplant them and make everything a fresh start all over. I finished placing them, and this is the pepper. For some days now it's been kind of like dry. The leaves have been kind of like shrinking. I felt they are not getting enough manure, they are not getting enough nutrients because of the small space. And I had to do this, break out the soil, and so I'll be able to get access to the roots and separate them. Unknown to me that pepper plants are so fragile. Pepper plants don't like stress, irrespective of the kind of pepper. And I noticed this once from the first sun, the first high sun rays that we received this summer. That first day, the peppers were still young, and that first sun just hit my pepper plant, and most of them just died. I was like, what is this? Okay, let me console myself with these ones that are still trying to survive. Unknown to me that I will still lose these ones. No one told me how how difficult it is to grow peppers. No wonder these peppers are really expensive. I wanted to grow my own bell peppers, so I would save some money buying bell peppers each time I go to the store. Well, finally I succeeded, as I thought, in separating them, and I started placing them in the bags. I placed each one to one bag, and for some others I placed 2 to 1 bag. It was very difficult. Getting this done took me about 3 hours. Some of them could not contain there, and I had to move them to the bed over there. But guess what? I came back the following day and I saw all the pepper seedlings I transplanted here, all of them shrink and died. I couldn't stop crying.